On to other news this morning at 17 minutes past 6, and the worry for thousands of women who have had faulty breast implants made by the French company PIP continues today.
Private clinics have been ordered to hand over information about ruptures by tomorrow.
Well, our next guest is suffering the consequences of the dangerous implants. Amanda Harrison joins us now, along with Dr. Hillary. Good morning to both of you. So, when did you have these PIP implants?
I had the original operation in August 2006, and everything was fine for a couple of years. And then in 2008, November 2008, I started to experience different kinds of illnesses, mystery illnesses. And then last year...
Flu-y kind of thing?
No, suspected glandular fever, viral meningitis, bouts of tonsillitis every sort of 4 to 6 weeks. And I was in hospital quite a few times, kidney infections. And then in the summer last year, we eventually put 2 and 2 together and discovered that it was linked to my breast implant.
And were you aware of the story revolving around PIP at that time?
No.
How's that changed the way you're feeling about what's happened?
It just makes me feel sick, to be honest. I didn't even know which implants I had, which brand of implants I had. I wasn't given the choice. When I went to my clinic, they just told me they were the best on the market. They wouldn't rupture, and if they cut through them, they'd be like a jelly baby and they wouldn't leak.
Okay, at this stage, should we see what we're talking about, Hillary? I don't know if you'd like to talk us through this, but this is actually the implant.
Yes, it's one that was removed.
This was Amanda's removed implant, and you can see, I think there, that the capsule is split right across. Close it up, turn it round. But it's split right across with the silicone inside, obviously exposed to the body and to the lymphatic system, which will take up any pollutants in the body and try to dispose of it.
And is that because it didn't have the protective case it's meant to have around it?
It did have a case around it, but clearly it wasn't strong enough,
right.
and it ruptured. I mean, implants do rupture. The question is, how often do they rupture? This is a modern implant.
So that's what they should look like, is yours?
This is what they should look like. Yeah. This is a high-quality implant, which comes with a lifelong guarantee. This is made by Nagel. Allergan make a similar one. But these are much more expensive at cost to that one. That one probably costs about £100 to the manufacturer. Should never be made because of the industrial silicone within it. This would be maybe 600 up to 1,000. So obviously it was attractive for surgeons and clinics to use a cheaper variety that boasted a good quality and was approved by regulatory authorities. But however, we now think had a higher rate of rupture than other implants. That's yet to be decided, according to the review carried out by the government.
And also, people have said, or, you know, almost an implication of blame on the women, you know, why didn't they know? You know, did they go for the cheap option? But you didn't know. And to be fair, Hillary,
as we heard,
when you go get a knee joint fitted or something, or a operation, you don't
surgeon.
ask the brand of pin that's going in your knee, do you? You just listen to your surgeon and trust them. Why would she know?
She wouldn't know, and she was told that this came with a lifelong guarantee and was the best implant on the market. It wasn't as simple as that. So I think that this is another very good reason why the cosmetics industry should be regulated much more stringently than it's ever been before. We're now seeing the problems come back to haunt the government, because it may well be that the NHS need to pick up the pieces if women have been harmed. What I would say is that there's no strong scientific proof that this kind of silicone, even poor quality silicone, is carcinogenic, causes cancer.
That's probably scant consolation to what
absolutely, there is a great deal of concern.
And just quickly, Amanda, what happens now? Still obviously calls for the government to get involved. Who foots the bill for other implants to be taken out with other women that are facing the problem?
I mean, the ones that the NHS have put in, for obviously cancer patients, and I think the NHS would pay for, obviously. The private clinics, they should put, you know, their wrongs right. They should be paying for it. But it's not just the removal of the implants. There's thousands of us that are still suffering badly from these illnesses. I've got it in my that silicone in my lymph glands and in my breast tissue, and it's making me ill all the time. So there's hundreds of us. We've got a support group, and there's hundreds of us. All have those implants. All have got the same symptoms. So how can it not be linked?
Well, thanks for coming forward.
Thank you.
And chatting to us this morning, Hillary. Thank you.
Still to come on Daybreak.